Hey, look who it is, guys. It's Catculus. He's so adorable. He's here to do calculus with you again. He loves limits. Hi, class. I love limits. So I'm looking at this next one, and of course I'm looking at the front piece because that looks like it's x plus h. But what am I doing with x plus h? So it looks like that's probably where the x goes. So x plus h looks like it's being fourth rooted. And so of course if I get rid of the h stuff, I'd have the fourth root of x. That looks like that's probably my function. And so then I want to know, well, what number did we plug in for x? So I go back up here, and it's looking like I plugged in perhaps 16. So I'm guessing that c is 16. And then I can double check it. So if x, aka c, is 16, what's the fourth root of 16? Oh my gosh, it's 2. That works. So my function was the fourth root of x, and my c value was 16. Good job. Good job, Catculus. So now notice on this one that the denominator doesn't have an h. So this looks more like our alternate form, where on bottom we have x minus c. Oh my gosh, they just gave it to me like that? Because if that's the case and this is alternate form, then I already know that c is 5. Well, that was way too easy. Okay, so now, what about my f of x? Well, in the alternate form, this very front piece is the f of x. Isn't that ridiculous? It's ridiculous how easy they made it. But it's the alternate form and you weren't expecting that. So it might have been a trick. Bet it won't be a trick on this next one, will it? Ooh, let's just double check and see if this is actually f of c. So that would be f of c would be 5, which is 2 to the 5th. Oh my gosh, it's 32. It checks. So see if you can figure out this next one. Hit pause and see if you can write down what's c and what's f of x, and then check it to make sure it works. So hopefully you figured out, look at that. It's an alternate form. So they gave you c. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? I know, I apologize for making it way too easy. And then on top, so that first term should be f of x, because this is the alternate form. And just as a quick double check, that means f of pi over 4 should hopefully be equal to 1. So let's see, tangent of pi over 4. I don't know. What do you think? Oh my gosh, you're right. It's equal to 1. Good job. Turn the page. So on these next ones, we want to use the alternate form. So remember, the alternate form is the limit as x approaches c. In this case, it'll be 2 of f of x minus f of c over x minus c. So we already know f of x. That's 1 over 1 plus x minus f of c would be 1 over 1 plus 2, because I would plug in 2 over x minus 2. And you can see I have a problem. I can't substitute in 2 because it'll give me 0 in the denominator. So I got to tidy up the top, get a common denominator. I'll simplify this one on the right because that's going to be 1/3. And pause the video and see if you can do it. Okay, so you can see that I got a common denominator in here. Oops, I didn't mean to erase. And then over here, I combine the numerators. Remember, I'm going to have to distribute that. So that's how I got 2 minus x. And so now I still have that, I still have a fraction and fraction. That's not good. So I want to kill the denominator. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by that. Oh, look at that. It just poofed on the top. It's gone, gone, gone. So now when I simplify, it looks like that. And now remember, these are not identical yet, but almost. If I take a negative out of this one, it will change the order. And then I can poof and simplify. Make sure you hit pause and see if you get that answer.